Keep 6 chairs in a row. Arrange exactly behind the 6 chairs. Have some discipline, no? Exact 6, or if it is 5, always 5. Yeah. One more chair in the front, just behind that. Straight line. Little give space in between. People can move. Give some space in between one row to second row. You sit there. You can also sit there. I am recording all this. So it looks like, a classroom.
So just now you said in a comfortable position, very comfortably.
Yeah. Are you comfortable? See, I found sitting there turning like this is not good for your neck.
Yes, actually.
Understood?
Yes.
Yeah. And some people think that when I come and stay here, I am close to you. Actually, I am disturbing the fellows who are more intelligent, bright. They will have to turn. I teach education technology, classroom arrangement. Okay. So what you think is good for you for some time, some moment, is not good for you for longer time. Got it?
Okay, so we have Dr. DrTPS sir. He is the Director, Research and Development of Global Foundation for Early Childhood Education and Research.
All that make no sense.
He is Deputy Director of... He was former Deputy Director.
I'll tell them more informally.
So, okay, you would?
I was with the RAW. You heard about RAW, right? Military Intelligence.
Yes.
I was Deputy Director when Manmohan Singh was here. And I stayed in Delhi for 2 years during Manmohan Singh's last tenure. Good enough? Okay? But what you want is more important. I don't think you want anything on this Sunday evening, right? Want to go home as early as possible, right? Correct or not?
Yes.
I know.
So 25 years, okay. We are somewhere built in bed that we have to stay here till 5. After 5, maybe it will start buzzing. No, you have to leave early.
I had classes 48 hours continuous. When I conduct camps in my home for 48 hours, people ask, should I bring bed, pillow? I said, if you sleep only, right? Correct? Changing dress, only if you take bath. And session goes 48 hours. Only questions and answers. I don't like blah blah blah. So you can ask me anything. Anything to know me, anything to know education, anything to know the world, anything to know from age 3, that's where education starts, to the PhD level. I am a PhD in fluid mechanics. Physics is my subject. I taught in engineering colleges. I was teaching electrical, mechanical, civil, electronics, computer science. Tell me any subject I taught. As a professor of MBA in a university. Right? Worked with the space department 20 years. Image processing is my subject. You heard Kargil War? I gave the maps. Okay. You know Afghanistan, there was a plane hijack. I gave the map for catching. So I work in intelligence department. I had every month one dinner with the Prime Minister. Okay. I left all that because of passion in education. And I have an old house in Kerala, which is called at Nanam. All of you have to write down, otherwise you will forget. Anyway, I am recording, it will be on YouTube, including you. Okay. So I am recording to my face and there. I'll mix all of them. I do my editing. I am a multimedia man. Right? Teachers gone into multimedia during the COVID time. I wrote a book on how to use multimedia in education in 2007, which never people accepted, but Professor COVID taught all of them how to use this. Right? That was published by Discovery Publishers from Delhi. Got it? So you can ask me anything on education. I was asked to speak, or the topic which she suggested was on traditional, earlier Indian heritage knowledge to the most modern ultra. You must have heard 21st century education many times, right? I disagree with that word. It's a stupid, useless word. If somebody is using, they have not used the brain. You must also heard it. Agreed, correct? 21st century. Century is 100 years.
Yes.
Correct? Are you talking about 100 years of education? So I coined a new word which will not get anywhere. Even if you Google, you will get DrTPS as the name. Even if ChatGPT or whichever GPT you have. 3-2-1 world. So I have book written on 3-2-1 world. Okay. It's a book. Life in 3-2-1 world. The reason why 3-2-1 world, third decade of 21st century. You understood? I am a creative person, I create things. So, third decade of 21st century. Education, if at all we can speak, we have to speak in 10 years. 10 years back, what happened is not what is happening today. Maybe in the classroom it happens. And many people say new education policy. Hundreds of lectures were given in new education policy. Professor, come in. She is a professor of philosophy, one of the well-known colleges in Delhi. And she is my batch. We met today first time physically. Otherwise, we were meeting online many times. Can just introduce.
Myself, Jayanti. I'm from Janaki Devi Memorial College, Associate Professor, Department of Philosophy. And
23 years?
Yes, almost. I taught in JNU also for 5 years. Then I left Delhi University, I joined, and almost 19 years I've been there, and 24 years of my teaching. And I used to listen Sir frequently. It's my passion. And he is he doesn't need any introduction. जितना भी उनको आप सुनिए उससे आपको नॉलेज ज्ञान जो बोलते हैं हमारे ट्रेडिशन में बेसिकली इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम वी स्पीक अबाउट नॉलेज ज्ञान and that real knowledge is there with sir. So I do not have any words to express my gratitude to him. Whatever I am today, many of the things I have learned from him and I am learning. That's it. And the Bhagavad Gita books which he have written, it's a treasure of knowledge for everybody. You must go through that and apply it into your life. Whenever I have any problem, I used to talk to him, and he said just one word, cool. And that makes me like to get rid of my stress, anxiety, whatever problems you are. That word is sufficient for me, that whatever message he is giving, that you should come out of your problem. So that I used to tell my students, that specific word I used to use for the students also, cool, if you are any problem, cool, relax. So I am thankful to you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Many people consider me as a philosophy professor. Right? Philosophy is part of every subject at the end. What do you get? PhD. At the end of education, PhD, right? What is PhD? Doctor of Philosophy. So everybody is a philosopher at the end. Philosophy is Dirgha Drishti. I know what is going to happen after some time and then talk about it. Maybe one of the best philosophical book which I taught at least 3-4 times. I was in US teaching Bhagavad Gita. I was teaching, which you also attended my United Nations Bhagavad Gita classes. Yeah, Jimmy is also here because of me. I was teaching Bhagavad Gita. I am the advisory board of yoga community of the United Nations. What yoga you do as yogasana is not the real yoga. It's all tailor-made for classrooms, right? But real yoga is from Himalayan tradition. I am a Himalayan tradition meditation master. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Samadhi is going into you for realization. But we have a great guru who was called by the court recently, who used to do public meditation, right? I went along with my family for meditation. Forgetting about the world is what is meditation. Are you getting what I am saying? So if you look at each word what we use, like 21st century, meditation, all these are bogus. India is the country where maximum number of people are being fooled. We speak without knowing the inner content. I am a psychotherapy MS in psychotherapy. Learned from Western science, but what I do is the Eastern philosophical, because we are all Eastern, right? Correct or not? I cannot stop Dr. Jayanti calling me sir, because she has been accustomed by calling sir. Even if I have scolded her many times, don't call me sir, you keep doing it. Because the calling sir has become in our blood, because we are in the British education. British people stopped it. No British fellows will call somebody as sir now, they call by name. Understood? You call everybody madam. In my book also I used sometimes the word Lord, L-O-R-D, Lord Krishna. Correct? Common use word, right? Then will you call Sita as Lady Sita? Huh? The gender difference between, understood? No? Tomorrow you go to Durga Mata's temple and then say, oh Lady Durga. Will you do that? See, we are blind. Atnana tibirandasya atnana anjana shalakaya chakshurun miritamyana tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hardly you hear this. But the first sloka you hear many times. Because many people know only first sloka. You know what is that? Brahma. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. There is only one Guru, and that is Brahma. And where is that Brahma? Did you ask that question? Ask, no. I happen to be the only one disciple of, only one Shishya of Brahmasri KPC Anujan Bhattadaripada, who taught me Veda Shastra, who also taught Maharishi Mahayogi. So Maharishi Mahayogi's Guru is my Guru in Veda Shastras. We keep asking questions. Where is Brahma? Hridaya. You have a Hridaya?
Yes.
Guhara. If Hridaya is a cave, Hridaya, Guhara, Madhye, Kevalam Brahma Matram. There is only Brahma there. So question should come from you. The quest should come from you. You are all Brahmas. Who is Brahma? Were. The word what I used is very careful. We were all Brahmas in childhood. As we grow, everybody started keeping us keep quiet. What is the maximum number of words which you use in your KG classes? Keep quiet, silent, don't shout. I am not in an exceptional school. I have seen millions of teachers like me. Millions, not number, uncountable numbers. My name is DrTPS. Teachers, parents, students. That's a full form. I have seen millions of teachers, millions of parents, millions of students. Very rarely we get questions. Everybody wants to be a speaker. No questions. But I have been living in this world asking questions. Today in the taxi while from airport to this, I must have asked 100 questions to the taxi driver. Not because I am coming Delhi first time. I lived here. Last week also I was here. 22nd I was in Punjab, Gurukulam school, in which my taxi driving experience became a poetry. I read poems on my experience. I am a poet. It is a beautiful experience. You go to, world is changing, digital world. You go to Cantonment station in Delhi. What a place is that? Unbearable. You understood what I am saying? Look at around this world, experience every small things, and then start asking questions. Reflect on that, respond on that. There is a group which is created for this conference. I posted few lines, no response at all, except one. Responded was Jimmy. I asked a question, how many books of copies of books you want? Only Jimmy. I asked her to pay 432 rupees for the book, and I gave her 1000 rupees worth of book today morning, just lunch time. But I have gifted so many books earlier without payment. Understood? Response. What is lacking is response.
Sir, from
Yeah.
where can I get your book? I missed out that part. Because I'm not part of the group. I'm just checking my WhatsApp. Sorry, I got wavered in between, but then I've heard that your book is very
I was asking, shall we release it here? Including the organizer did not ask me, we want a book. Other conference, I released 6 books on A to Z of early child care education. And my concept of early child care education is grandmother's Gurukulam. Your school should not have age 3, age 4, age 6 put into different compartments. People say that new education policy wanted to be informal. Informal is not putting them by ages. Are you getting what I am saying? We had such Gurukulams earlier. Otherwise, Krishna and Kuchela will not study in the same class. Where they travelled from one place to another place, crossing thousands of kilometers. You understood? And teacher did not have a syllabus. So what is education up to age 3? No education. Mother. Who is the best person in the world? Mother. From age 3 to age maybe 6, 7. That is up to grade 3. Age 3 to grade 3, informal education says kids should have freedom. You ask your children what they want. Every child sits in the class. When you go around them and stand, what are they seeing? They are seeing your building, right? Correct or not?
Yes.
So what should happen? Do you think a grandmother will go around the children making them to sit like this and speak? No. They will all circle around, sit around. The sitting has to change. And communication becomes so good between kids to kids than kids to seniors. And your class will become so fantastic learning place with a lot of, we don't call it as peer group learning, a lot of activities around. Nobody need to learn how to write up to grade 3. But I am sure parents will not agree, school will not agree, management will not agree. So I have got an intermediate program which says at least once in a day, once in a week, one day you will spare like that. Have a different system of education. Look at how is it working. Experiment with that.
So that we do in the morning during circle time, children are sitting down and we are conversating about any topic to be done today, or maybe children are
Same class, same age. I am saying mix with the different groups.
Yeah, that's
Understood? So that lot of craft. For every class 365 days, what can be done? Nobody should give a syllabus. You have to be creative. But making you creative is part of my job. You understood what I am saying? Making you creative is part of my job. So you look at craft DrTPS, dance DrTPS, drama DrTPS, you will see at least one few videos. I do conduct camps in which many people at different level, including parents, teachers, everybody will come and stay with me 10 days. Young child of age 3 also will come. You will see after 3 days they will start writing notes. How many languages your children can learn? Not necessarily one mother tongue. All other tongue also can be learned. In your classroom there will be multiple language students. All of them will learn one language in a week's time. At least to communicate each other. It's not a big job. Yesterday I posted one video, some reel, in which one of the principal from Gujarat was discussing with me. I said, when one children in your class, or maybe the whole school, one student knows 200 countries and capitals, you celebrate. None of your credit, it's their parents' credit. If all the children in your classroom can tell, the teacher can take the credit. If all the students in the school can tell, then the director or the principal can take credit. Understood what I'm saying? So how do you make an average child to the most brilliant bright? That is the task of the teachers. You can use all the gadgets. Last Noida we had a 3 days workshop. I have shown how augmented reality can be used in the classroom. I am from the most modern technology department in India. When I was part of the department 30 years back, I had a freedom to buy whichever machine comes in the market. The graphic engines which were silicon graphics, the day it released, I purchased that in my lab. My computer was almost this, the hard disk was this size when I started programming. Right? Today what that computer can do, I can do it in this. You can see me with a lot of gadgets. One more camera is there, I am not operating it. I am a multimedia man. I believe in multimedia. Film. Making films. All that is your part of job. Every teacher has to be a producer. Your class have to be ready for telecasting. Understood? When I record it, I am so careful using words. I will not do mistakes. Because I have been doing it for long years. Right? Go outside, wrong. Go out is good enough. Don't add side in unnecessary places. Are you getting? Go back side. Back is not side. Side is side, back is back. Front is front, back is back. What is your good name? Go and ask some Britisher, he will scold you. He will tell you, you think that I have a bad name? Understood? We use lot of stupid old English which is full of mistakes in this modern world. I know people in Gulf, I've been traveling to Gulf, all the countries for teaching teachers. All the principals of Gulf countries are my students. All, no exception. I went to one of the schools when they had got only nursery, LKG, UKG, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. One teacher was a postgraduate teaching there. I said, what are you doing? Why do you want a postgraduate to teach in the school? Quit the job. What do I do? Go to London, I will get you a seat for a PhD. Now she is a PhD, teaching in the highest classes. The KG teacher thing in my whole life, I will become only a KG teacher, right? But your students will become PGs and postgraduates and PhDs. No, I believe in educating teachers and improving their knowledge. You understood? Don't stay in your place. You should also improve and then get out of this place. I recommend people to go. I was in space department when people give resignation. Morning 10 o'clock I get resignation, 3 o'clock I will say get out, relieving order. Office not possible, 1 month relieving order. I said no, my rule is the time you think you have to get out of the office, what should be done? Send him. You have a mood to go out of the school, staying that is actually noise. You will start using a lot of rumors around the people, right? When I used to teach in there is a Mari Chennarandi Institute for Human Excellence in Hyderabad. Superintendent of police, superintendent of medical, all the superintendents. They are running the office. They used to attend my class. Sir, they used to call me sir. I agree those days because they are all superintendents, right? I was working in the office. Then only I stopped. After I came out, I said, don't call me sir now. Andhra, you cannot stop. People with 30, 40 years of age, 20 years of service in office, they are superintendent. I am not getting promotion. I am in this seat for last 13 years. Quit the job, I will say. If I quit the job, I will not get any other job. Oh, you know you are useless, but still you want promotion, right? Understood? You must be courage enough to quit the job. I don't care, I scold. If I go to some school, I scold the principal. What will happen? She may not call me next time, right? How does it matter to me? There are thousands of schools in this world, huh? Why should I worry somebody? Be with what you are. Show your dignity. This is Teachers Empowerment Program. That's the title given. Correct? Yes or no? So tell me who is the most empowered lady in the world. I have prepared in the aircraft. Empowerment program when I come. I can talk about the tradition, I can talk about this, but just tell me, anybody who is teaching in 11th class here? No. Yeah, at least go and take the 11th class English first chapter. Do it tomorrow at least. Okay? There is a great speech by one great lady who delivered a speech in 2014. That is considered as, I think Christina is the name. I didn't have Google, so I remember. Okay, Christina, who was the 4th richest in the world that time, not richest. The most famous lady in the world, 4th most powerful lady in the world. In today's standard, I think she has reached up to 2nd. Her speech was given as a 11th class textbook, lesson to be learned. The reason is, she said woman empowerment. You hear the word woman empowerment, right? And she is considered as the leader for woman empowerment. And what she says is 3 things. Labor. Many places ladies don't work. They are at home. So that has to change. People should do work. Second one, I think liberty and leadership. Three things was told. No, learning and leadership and labor. These are the 3 things. So most important is learning. Why learning? Empowerment needs learning. How many of you learned? Asking questions is my question. So you are not in 11th class. How many of you are in KG, nursery, LKG, grade 1, grade 2, Montessori, Cambridge, Indian, whatever system you have? Everywhere we have got English medium. Tinkle, tinkle, little star, right? Who wrote that poetry? You never asked. You are teaching a poem which you don't know who is the author. Is it not shame? Ask. I never learned in my childhood because we never had L kilogram, U kilogram. We went to grade 1. And I am from a small village where teacher decides your date of birth. We don't have to give date of birth certificate. All my classmates were only 30th May. Because June 1st the school start, 30th May you should finish your 5th. So my age is also, my date of birth is also 30th May 1964. All our classmates. You understood what standard I am coming from? So I am from a Malayalam medium village school where electricity came when I was doing my PhD. Such a remote place. I have been thrown out from my school being the worst student. 8th grade. What did I decided I will learn. And I went to the same school to give awards for all the 12th grade children. They invited me. And same classroom where I was studying in 8th grade was made into a hall like this. Partition was there, so I was giving awards. And I told the present principal don't know that I was a student. You decide when you want to learn. Start asking questions. London Bridge is? Where is London Bridge?
In London.
Useless. All of you lift your hands up. Take it on your head. My Janma, useless. London Bridge is not in London. It was falling down when the poet wrote this poetry. The poet only takes similes from what is happening around. London Bridge is, you mean for last 200 years it is falling down? It has fallen down. But before falling down, American people picked it up and then installed it in Arizona. So where is London Bridge now?
In Arizona.
America.
But
Are you
said
getting?
Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona is in America. So you know what happens?
America.
You understood what I am saying. You don't ask questions. So what is the London Bridge today? It's a new built London Bridge. So look at London Bridge, DrTPS, you will get an explanation of this. Fine? Are you getting? Do you think a ship can climb mountains and then go up to the end? Assume that you want to connect Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal, you think we have to make a connection between that directly straight one canal. There are a lot of mountains, right? Western Ghat is there, Eastern Ghat is there. How do you make? Is there any part of the world where she is a civil engineering MTech? Do you know that there is a great civil engineering happened in the world where they crossed river to river, sea to sea, ocean to ocean, where the ship climbed mountains? Ship can climb mountains? Have you heard of this? I am sure the time I tell you the place where it happened, immediately you will say, this side. But you know only little bit. You know the full story, you don't know. Why? Because you didn't ask question. You understood? Yeah.
Actually, what is your name? TPS is the teacher, parent.
My name is DrTPS Tavrul Pudiyadat. That is the place.
That's why.
Yeah. My name happened to be, God has given me the chance of telling TPS. So I keep saying I am teachers, parents, students when I take classes here. When I was in Department of Space, temperature pressure second was there. When I was in Prime Minister's office, top of police service, I was a police. So we keep expanding. That is creativity.
So it means that instead of believing somebody, we need to think, ask, and then we have
Think and become tank.
not.
You know, that's called the Panama Canal. All of you have learned Panama Canal. But you never asked this question, what is so special about Panama Canal? Suez Canal was so easy for America to build because it was on the flat terrain. But when same engineer wanted to make it into the tough terrain, he failed. Spain failed, the French failed, everybody failed. America came. I will make a country Panama for you. Give a contract. But have an agreement 75 years, all the income which comes, I will take. America is such a beautiful country. That's why they are powerful. And they build, you know how? The water level will go up, the shutter will open, the water level will become equal, then the ship goes up. 3 levels. Go and see a YouTube video today. You will wonder, this much is happening in this world. And when? 1800s. 1900, 200 years back in those world it is happening. And today we don't even know that's happening in the world. And when we make a small road, everybody celebrates, great road game, India is great, India is developing. A small change happens in education policy, you say India is great, India is developing. No change. You know who started University Grants Commission in India? Highest education policy making is University Grants Commission. Who started that? You don't know. Who started the first engineering program in India? NIT, Engineering College came later. National Institute of Technology, Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology. Maulana Azad is a person. Do you know that he never went to schools to study? He had home schooling. Informal education. He did informal education. But in India we cannot do informal education because parents are not educated. But can we have somewhere in the middle? And that is how the thoughts came. And new education policy, you read line by line, there is nothing new. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, what he told during the independence, same thing repeated again. And you have a great other program which is called SDG. The other day I wrote a book. SDG. This is a book on SDG. What is SDG?
Sustainable development.
Yeah, that's all what you know. Exact sustainable development goal is what is Sanathana Dharma goals. So this book doesn't talk about sustainable development. I am using Sanathana Dharma goals as the book. What is Sanathana Dharma? Nitya Nutana and Chirapuratana. What is Nitya Nutana? The most modern. What is Chirapuratana? The oldest of the oldest. Somebody is in your principal happened to be in your headmistress or principal happened to be biotechnology. Is there in Vedas? It is there. Yena chaksha anapashyati, yena chakshumshi pashyatihi, Upanishad mantra. Inside the eye there are cells which doesn't have sense. You will not see. You are seeing not because of the cell, but the sense of seeing is there in you, and that sense is called yena chakshusha anapashyanti, yena chakshumshi pashyatihi. Same cell in your ear will act as a hearing aid. Same cell will in the eye will act as a cell. There is no difference in biology. Me and you, there is no difference. When I stand here, I become a teacher. When I sit there, I become a student. When I go back, I become a father. When I go to my brother, I become a younger brother. I go to my mother, I become a child. So we are all playing a drama. Like every cell in our body is playing a drama. And that's called consciousness. Understanding this consciousness is Bharatiya Shastra. And that's what the whole 108 points in sustainable development? No. Yeah, sustainable development. You know what is sustainable development? SDG, every education institution, every seminar, everyone who doesn't even know anything will start talking about sustainable development. Ask him what is UNDP. That is the first name. 1970, 80, 90, UNDP. Nobody implemented. SDG came 2015, 2030 it has to end, 15 years. But still people talk about ideas, nothing implemented. Why nothing implemented? Education has to be given to everybody. Does it say that no good education should be given by UNDP? Education by which it means say, correct? You want to see the best book on education in India? India, My Eternal India, Swamy Vivekananda's book. I don't know how many teachers read it so far. Swamy Vivekananda, I was a teacher in Swamy Vivekananda's Human Resource Development program in Hyderabad. Vivekananda Institute for Human Excellence. Vivekananda had a great clear vision on education. 13 pages in that book. India, My Eternal India. Only education. I must have read 100 times, but I did not understand perfectly well. Such a fabulous English. You know Swamy Vivekananda's English? Poetical English. I have a student who has done PhD in Swamy Vivekananda's poetical quotes, and she is the lady who edited one of my book, the first poetry book on life of love. I write on life, L-I-F-E, live in full enjoyment. Not for you. You don't enjoy. India happiness index is very bad, worse than Pakistan. But learn in full enjoyment. Learning is an investment for future earning. Got it? Invest in education. That's more important. And that can be done in the 3-2-1 world with a creative classroom in which you make a difference in the thoughts of those teachers. So I've got another one more book. 3 books I got printed. Just to give you. Right? This is exactly what I wanted to speak to you. Teachers teaching in the 3-2-1 world. So you have to be most modern and the Chirapuratana, the Bharatiya knowledge. Got it? Don't have Atnana Timiram. Atnana means not having knowledge. Timiram is cataract. Don't have the cataract. Cataract is blurred vision. I think I know it. No, I think I know is not correct. You should know. Don't feel good. Don't look good. Be good. Are you getting? Being good is more important than looking good, right? Swamy Vivekananda walking on the American streets. You must see his documentary. One hippie was pulling his turban. He turned back and asked, why gentleman, why are you pulling my turban? They never thought a man dressed like this will speak such a fabulous English. You speak English. We thought you are not a cultured man. Immediately he said, in your land, tailor makes the gentleman. In our land, culture makes the gentleman. You understood? Give that culture to your children. What is lacking today is the culture of learning is not there. Culture of asking question is not there. So what I did in this book, the Bhagavad Gita, 108 points being asked by my student, who is here and I am here. And she is a master from MIT, working in MIT. Taught her for some time. Now she is an employee working for a medical company. We keep dialoguing. When I was there in America to teach Bhagavad Gita, hey, who will listen to this lokas? We want the modern world, how to speak to the youngsters. I thought, yeah, I will. So it's almost 3-4 years of job. Right? I'm sure the philosophy professor says it's a beautiful book. If some philosophy professor says it's a beautiful book, it should be good, right? You need acharyas. What is acharya? Acharya is one looking at him, you will say, oh, I want to be like him. And people will follow him. Arjuna wanted to run away from the war field. Krishna said, if you run away, everybody will quote your name. Tomorrow people will not go to classroom for writing exams, they will say, I want to run away. Yeah.
So first of all, welcome to our school, and I am very happy seeing you second time. First time I have seen you 2011 when I was in my college. I am doing my DA. In first year, you were called for us to narrate and describe about your books. And you called me. I am standing in a front row, and you called me.
Which college?
Santosh DA College in Karnataka. Yes, sir. So this is second time I am meeting. I am very happy. And
that book may be Life Made Simple.
yes, it is for child psychology and teaching pedagogy.
Or could discussions also becomes a book for me.
Yes, sir. And that time you have told us for all the trainees who were there, you told us first time on behalf of all lecturers and teachers that the mother is the first teacher, and before coming to the school, student knows more than 5,000 words because of the locality, society and mother. And we were
If the interpersonal relationship
yes.
continues.
So you are the first guru of my college in my college time. So I am very happy seeing
Thank
you
you.
second time. Thank
How come you are here?
I am working here.
You are from Karnataka?
No, I am from Andaman. I been to Bangalore for my higher studies.
Kannada baratta nimge?
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
I speak all the languages of South.
I'm
Very simple. You want to learn 4 words in Karnataka, Tamil, Kerala. Today, just now, 1 minute or sit down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
I was supposed to get one girl here who was 2 years old when I was working in an old age home after my retirement. And the hermitage, her mother was a widow. And she was working in a school and young. Last time when we had a seminar, she came. And today also I asked her to come. But today is our Yuga Adi. Yuga Adi is Vishu. We have 2 calendars. Moon calendar and sun calendar in Kerala. That's why I came late, because I want to have at least morning breakfast at my home today. Right? So I finished my breakfast, had lunch in the aircraft. That's why I did not have lunch. And then
you won't get to Vishkunian Road. You go to Vishkunian Road.
Vishkuni we have. That's a common factor, no? And they keep on calling. So if I miss, if I am there in the flight in the early morning 7 to 10, many people will miss calling me. So I don't want to miss that. That's why I took an option. Take a flight of 10 o'clock in the morning onwards, maybe 1,000 calls and 1,000 messages must have finished. I respond. But pathetically in the group when I posted, nobody responded. Never can ask vouch. The time I get a message, I respond. Let it be at 2 o'clock midnight. Because if I don't finish that day, next day I will have another 1,000, right? Respond. As a teacher, communication is responding. Okay? So 3 words, with that I will finish. If you don't have questions. Ivide. Tell. Ivide. Repeat. Louder. Ivide. You understood the meaning? Ivide. Either. I did not tell the translation. That's a method of teaching. Ivide. Repeat. Louder. Avide. Everyday. You learned Malayalam. Now you go to Kerala, you can speak to anybody. Because these are the most of the words used in every communication is everyday chai. They will tell you this everyday or everyday, right? So you can go to hotel. Finished? Tamil, inge, ange, enge. Finished? Inge, ange, enge, ivide, avide, ivide. You learn 2 languages. Right? Ikkade, ikkade, akkade, ekkade. Finished? Telugu. Illi, alli, elli. Kannada. Idhar, udhar, kidhar, here, there, where. Now you learn how to learn. I don't teach maths, physics, chemistry, biology. I teach how to learn. I was telling your principal, guarantee, give me 10th class children for a week. I'll make them to get 100 out of 100 in all the subjects. That's my guarantee. I'm a mathematician. I know physics. My PhD is in close to physics. Chemistry, my first paper published in Chemical Engineering Journal. And full of biology in that. Another book which we published on the day is Garbha Avastha. You know what's Garbha Avastha, right? The pregnancy time, what care is to be taken to get your child brighter. Ayurveda principles of pregnancy. That's one book which I wrote. Not early childcare education alone. In CBSE there is a health concept. So another book is in writing is Mind Matters. 188 points and variety of thoughts. Too large. So I thought maybe 60. I'm editing it out. That's why I did not print. So these are the books which I said, if you want, not released yet. I thought I will have a great opportunity to release it. I asked her permission. But the very, very poor response feels me it's not a place to be released. Unfortunately, all these books, these years, 20 to 30 lakhs I spent on gifting my books. But this is, I am not publishing. So this cost you 432 rupees.
So when can we get them?
I bought 10 copies.
Sir, can I play the video?
Yeah, you can play the video. Huh?
I want the copies, so all the books.
Plus all the 3 books together.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
just playing the
No, sir. No,
Have
TPS.
you Dr. TPS? Do you have sound?
Yes, sir.
Come, those who want can pick up. They will be part of the stage to release the book. I'll send.
Dr. TPS, I need your help.
Yeah. The book is here. So take one set.
Yes, ma'am. For me as well.
I trust all of you. There are 3 smaller ones and one that book.
Sir,
You have already your book.
Dr. TPS.
That's an MP book. Forget about it. There are 2 videos. The last one is in.
Sir, how do we pay for this?
We'll pay. I am not running off, you are not running. Stand on the stage. Hold it. So that we will call it as a release.
Let's see the review first.
I will tell you.
Review of the video books first.
Not required. Now they have the books with them. All of you got? Yeah. But I don't have printed. I will send you.
Can you play?
Come.
Share with me. You have not taken for me? They were very limited. I'll give it to you.
Yes. This is one poster of the Grandma ChildCare SHIKSHA Gurukulam. Masuda. It's only cover. Last 23rd it was supposed to be released in Delhi, but 22nd I got a call in one of the schools to go. That time book was not delivered here. So I had only the cover page released there. Actual release is happening today. So hold it up. I trust you if you want. Where is Shelly, the reader? Okay. Somebody can read that book, one small portion.
And my copy?
We will keep reading. You come together.
Read the last part?
You take some page here.
also here.
Maybe so. It's like a child asking the grandfather. Yeah, you missed. You hold. Yeah, read.
The chapter is Level Up Like in a Game. Here, the first character, Bachu, Chachu.
Chachu is me and the Bachu is the Chotu. She is
Chachu.
not Chotu, she is 30 years now.
Everyone keeps saying, level up, upgrade yourself. But life feels more like a buggy video game than a smooth climb. It's overwhelming. Chachu chuckles. The struggle of the modern soul, Bachu. But guess what?
30.
Chapter number 30. Guess what? Even ancient texts like the Bhagavad Gita had lessons on overcoming hurdles and reaching your full potential. Bachu, really? Can an old war story help us ace exams, crush my career goals, and maybe even, impress the cute barista? Chachu winks. Now you are talking. Think of the Gita as a guide to unlocking your inner superhero, just like Krishna, just as Krishna guided Arjun to greatness. Let's explore some power-up hacks. First, focus like an archer. Remember, Arjun laser focuses on the bullseye. We get distracted by social media, notifications and anxieties. The Gita teaches concentration, Bachu. Pick your goal, aim your arrow, that is actions, and don't let distractions sway you. Next is discipline in your shield. Next is self-knowledge to your superpower, that is self-reflection. Knowledge is your armor, and there's a long, beautiful list. Empathy is your secret weapon. Compassion is what Gita teaches. Bachu says, wow, Chachu, the Gita sounds like a treasure chest of life hacks. But what about overcoming fear and self-doubt? Those pesky internal enemies? Chachu, don't worry, Bachu. Arjun faced that too. The Gita emphasizes courage and perseverance. Don't let fear paralyze you. Take calculated risks, learn from mistakes, and remember, even every hero's journey has its setbacks. Next, he says the sixth one is action is your battle cry. Just like Arjun didn't just stand around strategizing, the Gita teaches action. Stop overthinking, take the first step, and trust your abilities. Remember, even small actions lead to progress. Next, balance is your sanctuary. Imagine a warrior neglecting rest and health. The Gita teaches balance. Take care of your mind, body, and soul. Meditate, exercise, and spend time with loved ones. A balanced life fuels your inner fire. Next, eighth is connect to something bigger. Arjun found strength in serving a higher purpose. Gita encourages spiritual connection. Find something meaningful beyond yourself, a cause you believe in. This bigger picture will motivate you and provide a purpose.
Thank you. The style is slightly different. You must not have seen a book of this style, right? Especially on Bhagavad Gita, never has. Very practical, but bringing all that was there in the picture.
To the modern platform.
So I keep saying there is a role, goal, and values in which we are all living. We have to take our life into a goal, our children to a future, right? The goal is future. Role is what we are doing today, the present, and value comes from the past. So role, goal, values. First time in my life I'm talking on this topic. Right? Role, goal, values. Balancing this is life. Assume you have taken permission to come from your husband or somebody, relative, kids for this Sunday. You had a goal. What you have compromised is the role. You understood? Everyday life is balancing three. Role, goal, value. Every action which you do matters in these three. I came here all the way. My wife went to some friend's house for the lunch. You understood? The basic reason was 30th we had a program. That day was my wife's birthday, so I had a question to her. Should I stay for the birthday or wish? Either 14th or 30th. So she said, go on 14th because she is traveling tomorrow. Today. She keeps traveling every week at least 3-4 times. She is a director for one of the ISRO centers. So we support all the military applications. Right? The office was mine and then now she is there. So what happens is in life, role, remember this, role, goal, value. You type role, goal, value, DrTPS, you will see a lot of workshops which I did for engineering college students and people. But this concept came to me just now every day. Think. Don't say that, oh I know this so I don't think. No. Keep thinking some different direction. That's panoramic view. That view when you have, you become a creative person. I want each and every person in this world to be creative. So recently I got a university, Yoga University of Americas, where we can give certification, diploma, postgraduate diploma, PhD for the genuine work which do something related with Indian studies. Yoga University, so Indian relations. So anything which we can connect to Indianism. You understood? New education policy is not new. Connect to this. The chairman happens to be my chairman, my dad, the chairman of ISRO when I joined in ISRO. Kasturi Rangan was, we were sitting in the same office. I was program planning and project management deputy when he was the chairman in the ISRO. Right? Kalam's mission, I was part of the 2020 mission. So we work with many such stalwarts, but what is essential is take it to the youngest children. That will happen only when your level of thinking becomes higher and higher. Don't become with the children. You be a director for the children. But start thinking something different. Every day should be a different class. Different cinema. That should happen. Anybody want to speak or anybody want to ask?
You've given us food for thought. So now we'll figure it. Thank you, sir.
सर बहुत अच्छा लगा. मैं बहुत सारे सेमिनार्स में जाती हूँ, एजुकेशनल प्रोग्राम्स भी अटेंड करती हूँ, बट जो मैंने आप में देखा कुछ अलग ही सोचने के लिए हम ये हो गए कि यस हमें तो बहुत कुछ सीखना है अभी, बहुत कुछ सीखना है. यस आपकी एनर्जी.
You tell how many times I don't come, I don't want to come, I don't want to come. People.
बिकॉज हम सोचते हैं हिंदी और इंग्लिश और हमने आज आप में देखा इतनी एनर्जी के साथ कोई ऐसी लैंग्वेज, कोई ऐसी शलोकास जो आज भारत को चाहिए नया भारत बनने के लिए, और भारत नया है, आप जैसे लोग चाहिए हमें सीखने के लिए. सनातन. तो प्रणाम.
I would like to add some things.
Just want to draw your attention. जब हम लोग के प्रोग्राम चल रहे थे, जब लंच के लिए हम लोग सेग्रीगेट हो रहे थे, DrTPS declined him, he's not going to join us. And ever since the time he's walked in here, I have seen him restlessly moving around, observing, conversing, engaging.
I have seen all the posters.
So I think that these are the fundamentals. And you are a living embodiment of these fundamentals.
I don't want to miss talking to her because she came all the way to meet me. And we are meeting first time. Though we know each other for 3 years. And all the children in her classroom, schools, colleges, NSS program, I am an invited. Yoga day, I am an invited person. Right? I think maximum number of lectures were given in Delhi because of her. So she came to meet me. I don't want to. And she is a very senior professor. Only because of the color she looks not like me, otherwise she is older than me.
But not knowledge-wise.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Wonderful.
आपके टीम के लिए समय में हम कहीं और मिलेंगे। Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon to all my friends. I met DrTPS in 2000 when I was teaching in Nigeria. That was the last day. That was my last day in that college. And I attended that meeting, and now it is 4 years. And
That was engineering college faculty development program.
mentoring mentors.
Mentoring mentors.
So then during the COVID time, this Delta waves and all, I was listening to his Gita session. Almost 1 year I listened to his Gita session.
All these are recorded, available on YouTube. Go sloka wise, chapter wise, essence of Bhagavad Gita, tidbits of Bhagavad Gita. There are 4 different playlists. There are more than 6,000 videos. Right? There are more than 92 blogs.
And thereafter, I listened. His talks. He used to speak with the school students who are teaching mathematics, physics, all the subjects. So I understood that this person is interacting with all type of human beings. And science from high school science, then geography, how to learn each subject. He was explaining that. So almost 1 year, I was continuously listening all what he has doing to communicate to the people. Then in the spiritual conversation, other spiritual conversation also I listened, and I practiced in my life. And last time in 2023 November, we met in first country in Noida. That is the first
Because of her.
Thank you. Then he gave me 2 big books that day, and one book, A Rhythm of Life. Whenever I want to read that book, when I have some emotion, when I open that book, what my mind says, it was clearly written in that. That thought, emotion was clearly written in that book.
You can download all my books from my website. Rhythm of Life is available on website. New format, one book is there. Be so cool. It's a beautiful format in which it is written, not that printed version. After that, we changed the format.
So, what are the things which I have taken these 4 years? It strengthened me, and I am evolving beautifully.
All of you can go and Google DrTPS on Google Map. Google Map. You will see 3 houses. One in Kerala, North Kerala, which is my heritage home, 200-year-old, converted as a hermitage now. If I am not there also, if it is locked, you can break the lock and stay inside. Nobody will question you. And somebody will give food for you. The village is mine. My mother was a landlord. So we had 1 lakh acres of land. Okay, 5 sisters, 5 lakh acres. The whole area was ours. School is celebrating 100 years. That's my grandfather started. In Kerala, school is such, I can appoint teachers, government will pay salary. That's called aid to school. So we run an aid to school in my village. That's mine. Come. This April 23rd to 30th, I am going to stay there. I will only write, I am going to stay there to some of the friends. 10 to 20, 40 people will come. 40 people can sleep. We have a bed for them. Yeah. If you are qualified, if you are good, if you have vacancy, definitely yes. Okay. We have next neighbor, another school called BTM school, on which the manager is conducting the next month program. It's a Muslim school. So one of the guarantee what I have given is all the 10th children can come. Next year, all of them will get 100 or 100 in all the subjects. That's the guarantee. And many school children will come and stay with me 10 days. All the subjects will be learned. Okay. That's what I do. Because I know the trick of learning. Understood? I don't teach cycling in on one route. I will teach you how to cycle. On any route you can cycle. I am not teaching you swimming for the same swimming pool. You learn swimming, you can swim on any toughest place, right? That's what we do. If somebody don't know swimming, you come. My cousin brother will make you a good swimmer in 3 days. He floats on the water. He is a national referee for volleyball. He floats on water. Somebody asks how much time you can. Until I feel hungry, I will stay here. He will say. So it's not the meditation which you say blah blah blah. It is what practiced. Right? I belong to such a place. Small village. Another place is where, another house you will see DrTPS in the center of Kerala. That is where you heard of Rama, you heard Lakshmana, you heard his eldest brother Bharata. No temples in the world for Bharata, but there is a temple for Bharata that's in my village. That's in my wife's village. So I have a house next to that. That is also like a guest house. People can come and stay. I conduct camps there. 30 children came there to stay with me. That is in Hyderabad. 30 children came and stayed with me for a summer program, 30 non-residential program. 23 of them got admission in YUVA. YUVA is the Kalam's dream of creating Indian Institute of Science in India. Indian Institute of Science policy says you cannot duplicate Indian Institute of Science. So parallelly, today's newspaper there is an advertisement for admission in YUVA. Make your children. How many 12th class pass out is not important. How many children have become YUVA? How many went to IIT? How many became judges? I am an LLB. I taught in the Bar Council in Kerala. The best, the topmost advocate in Delhi is Venugopal. His son was my roommate. Venugopal and me was in same committee when I was in Delhi. So I interact very closely with advocates. Politics, Mohan Singh was there. The General Secretary K.C. Venugopal and me studied in same class for 5 years. We had Atal Bihari Vajpayee coming and sitting in the temple where I was staying most of the time, and my book on life of love wrote in Mayur Vihar. Mayur Vihar I was staying, my book is Life of Love, which is written in Mayur Vihar temple only. All the 27 books, 27 poems. You must get into, I was in the cabinet secretary, civil service, IAS. So download my books, all of you can use it, it's free. Civil Service Prelims Handbook. How to prepare for civil service, there is a beautiful book. Actually, I am not the author. That Anusha, who is in the back cover of the book, is the person who wrote the book. She wrote the book, but what I taught, the style in which it is being taught is what is written. So Anusha with the DrTPS. That's how the book. You want to write books, make a draft and send it to me. In 3-4 days, I will make a pakka book and give it to you. I am not interested in getting any names, awards, all that. I can do it free for you, because while reading, I will learn something new, right? So every day I spend time on reading, learning, encouraging people to read and learn. Right? So Anusha wrote a beautiful book, and this is the second book which she is a partner. But she said, don't put my name because it's only questions which came from her, answers were from me. Right? But the back cover, I made her to put her picture and then write a commentary on that. Got it? Good enough? Any question? If you miss it, my number is there in all the books, 95020388875. Every day you get a reply on the same day. If you don't get it, that means BSNL is dead or I am dead. Okay, sometimes BSNL dies. I used to go to Northeast, BSNL dies once in a while. And only one wind will take a message to me, another wind will give reply. I go to all the Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalayas in Arunachal Pradesh. I taught most of the Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalayas. That's a place where I used to teach 9th grade children. And all of them are spread throughout India. I am into some Punjab University just because one student in 9th class is a graduate student in Punjab University now. My students all call me for lectures. So I believe empowering teachers is empowering your students. You understood why I said about Anusha, why I said about Arunachal Pradesh is you become great only when your students become greatest. Understood? They your future is your students. Right? So how many students or kids I have? When I meet somebody like whomever I met long time back, this happens in South India quite often. Wherever I go, at least 10 of them would have heard it. So welcome to Kerala. She kept on saying that I will come.
Next month we are having now.
This month I will be there at the end. And one beautiful thing is Kerala have Theyyam. Theyyam is a beautiful festival. Look at THEYYAM Theyyam. That's a program in Kerala. And May 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th I have got a beautiful Theyyam.
And in Delhi we are having in the month of June.
Yeah, I'll keep coming.
7 days.
Delhi is a place where I keep coming.
We have in Delhi, where the kids of 3 years to class 12 teachers.
We have one program which is called the Grandma ChildCare. Another program is called a after school program. So those children wanted to stay in the school. It's not tuition but giving them a higher role of learning. So directing them to learn different things and debating, discussions, all that will happen. Another one is continuing education. So 3 programs together should run in all the centers. That's what I believe. One is early child care education, open school program or after school program, and the next one is continuous education. For all the teachers, parents, everybody wanted to have higher degrees and higher education, they can have it. Right? Thank you. So I must thank Anusha, Shilly for giving this opportunity to come. I was pulled here actually. Right? I'm so thankful. Glad. Thank you so much.
We are thankful to you.
We are thankful.
Anybody can call me any day and then ask for a Gmeet. And that Gmeet will become a record, posted onto YouTube. So many such discussions happen. Which college to join, what to study, where to study. Some psychological problems discuss. It will never be posted, don't worry. Okay, I have got a lot of children who are teaching in the UK. Go for a higher studies in UK. One of the pocket money is taking tuitions. Right? I teach and train those people to teach in UK. So last visit in UK was the teachers gathering in UK. You will see some small maths concept being told, but the teacher's face will not come there because I am hiding. They don't want to expose themselves as they are taking these classes, right? And their children also will see, oh, I am correcting the teacher, and the same thing they will tell in the classroom. It becomes not good for them. I will close their face and then I will put this. This happens. A lot of such sessions will be there. Look at my blog. 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. That will be a big guide for your children to face exams. Fearlessly facing exams. They will ask for exams. That's how it is, right? And when you land on any YouTube, at least give a comment there. That's called response. Right? Response is very, very essential. Then you become a responsible person. Actually, the root word is response. Every word is important. The question comes from the root word quest. I taught English. In 1984, I was teaching English, grammar and all. I have taken, I have been taking, I took, I was taking, I had taken, I had been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken, I shall have been taking. This is how I teach my grammar. Look at grammar class, DrTPS. Okay? We make people to learn. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. But that is still, however, nevertheless. Lie, lay. Every word has to be learned. No? It should come like a flow. When Hridaya Guhara Madhye Kevalam Brahma Matram. When Brahma is in your Hridaya, who will be on your tongue, you know? Saraswati, his wife will come. You understood? When action is in you, Vishnu is with you. His wife will come. Lakshmi will come to you. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi. Got it? When you are energetic, I am so energetic, right? Never tired. Because Eka Bhuktam Mahayogi, Dibhuktam Mahabhogi, no. Tribhuktam Maharogi, Chadurbhuktam Mahadrogi. I am from an Ayurvedic family. We treat people. Looking at the pulse, I can tell you the disease. Right? One of my another beautiful book on your aura is Seedling. All these can be downloaded. It's all available on my website. So most essential is physical, strong, emotional, balanced, intellectual, sharp, and socially active, and spiritually higher. Higher. Highest spiritual. That is where Dugdham Gita Mrutam Bhavet. Bhagavad Gita Dhyana Slokam. Dugdham. From the Upanishad cow, I am taking Gita Amrit. With my milking the cow is what comes is Gita. Who is milking? Krishna. And what is that process? Holding Paravidya and Aparavidya together. That is why all rishis will hold hand like this. Most concentration comes when your hand touches the head. Hold your hands on the table like this. Take a photocopy. You will get this aspect ratio equivalent to your body. There is lot of relationship with your hand and the body. Are you getting? You touch the 1 feet on the ground with one hand, another on the top. Mark it, go and stand, that will be your height. Understood the difference between the hand means a lot. So this hand, when I hold this with this, your concentration increases. Basically when you don't know, you keep your hand like this, right? Yes or no? Yes. This means you are thinking. This hand is this. This is your head. These are your hands. These are your legs and your body. Got it? You have severe stomach pain, you feel like putting your hand inside, and you can never do that. But you can always do that by rubbing here. You have severe leg pain, can be pressed here and then cure. You have headache, you can press here and then cure. I do this. The hand relationship with your body is very, very essential. That's why we are asking people to clap. All of you can clap once. Keep your hands put free. Clap. Where is the energy for clapping? Not enough. Now, I will change the tune. Okay? Close your eyes. Clap such a fashion. The whole body massage effect will come to you. Really, your hand should feel so much energetic. Fast. Your body should shake as you will feel it. The body gets energized. Fast, louder. Stop. Still you are not doing it. Now I will make you to clap the best. Okay. After one more chance for clapping, I will come in between. Look at your hand. If it is not red, I will make your cheeks red. I said none of you clapped well because if you have clapped well, automatically after that you would have done. None of you did it, right? Correct or not? Now I will see that all of you will do that. I will do it. I am recording. In case if you don't agree with this condition, get out of the class. Ready? Clap. Should become red. Thorough, red. Close your eyes, feel the energy. Your left to top will start vibrating. Stop. Yeah, now everybody is seeing it. Do this every day. You will not have any disease. DrTPS had no disease. I am 60 kilograms for last 40 years. No disease. If you have a weighing machine, get it here. Weigh me. If I am 61 or 59, plus 1 or minus 1 is agreed. Otherwise, change the weighing machine. I am calibrated, weighing machine is not calibrated. That's why I had been to Kailash, I had gone to circumambulation, I had been to Everest last year. On base camp I was there. I don't care. Okay? Strong, be strong. Be always strong. No disease. Disease, illness, DrTPS, you will get a video. Any word which I use, go and Google, you will get some video. There is a beautiful Subhashitam playlist which you can make your children to learn. Subhashitam. There is a book called Nitya Sloka. Nitya Sloka. What is to be taught to children? Ramayana in English. You must not have heard this. Ramayana in English, right? Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva and Hanuman gathered a great army of monkeys. Then they went to the city of Lanka, wherein Sita suffered agony. Lot of things are there. Ramayana English, DrTPS. You will get a video. Learn all this. It's all yours, not mine. I don't own anything. It's all yours. It's all ours. We belong to that nation. Himalayam Samarabhya Yavat Hindu Sarovaram Tam Deva Nirmidam Desham Hindusthanam Prajakshati. All of you lift your hands. Well done. For taking birth in this world. Such a beautiful place, right?
Yes.
Correct? Enjoy. Enjoy being a Bharatiya. Thank you. You should come, then I will stop. Otherwise, I will continue. You throw me out, otherwise, I will continue. You want me to continue? I will continue. So, how many of you want to come to Jnanam? My house name is Jnanam. Jnaanam. She asked me why Jnanam. Janaki, Narayanan, mentoring. Janaki is my mother, Narayan is my father. So I made that short form, Janaki, Narayanan, mentoring. That is why the word Jnanam came. Okay, Shiksha is my trust. So you will see Shiksha there. All of you can write Shiksha or look at the Shiksha and take that SHA, SHI, K. That is Shashikumar. Shiksha. The last Sha you take before and write it will become Shashi K. That is Shashikumar, my name. SHA, SHI, Shiksha, no. You take SHA. Understood? So Shiksha is also Shashikumar. That's why I gave the name Shiksha. Thank you. I will stop.
Thank you, DrTPS. We can have a group photograph with DrTPS. Will you do? Yes.
Kottayam Pala. What Aravinda Vidya Mandir. I used to go there. I had been to his village. There is a Aravinda Vidya Mandiram which runs +1, +2 medical entrance, so I used to conduct camps there.
Tell me, have you enjoyed the session?
Yes, ma'am.
You have learned?
Yes, ma'am.
And so we are grateful to our trainer. Every time I meet DrTPS, I find that I learn something new every time. It's something that gives me energy to do work every day. So it's time to felicitate my guru, and it's DrTPS. DrTPS, please do come. Shelly ma'am, I would request you to felicitate DrTPS. Sunil sir, you please also join. Rajiv sir and Varghese sir. Anubha ma'am is there. Okay.
So you operate those most of them from my phone.
We have them.
Nothing, I don't like it.
Please come inside.
What do I do? I will carry the Hyderabad.
No, you will give it to the
No.
a small drop.
One more photo there.
Again in smile. A, repeat. A. When C you should click, okay? A, B, C. Teach lot of tricks. I was heading the largest photo lab in India. We print 200 feet long, 200 meter long, 3 meter wide. So I know photo process.
That's for you.
What do I do? I've got a guard for my
I'll
face.
plant it there. This is too
Would love to call the female principals to felicitate Dr. Shelly ma'am, Ritu ma'am, Shubhra ma'am, Anubha ma'am. She is the lady behind this project coming through today. So it's very important.
Most of the time my camera records only Masuda's back.
So it has to be in the front.
Ladies first when there is a war. The problem is not recording.
Dr. Shelly and Dr. TPS.
2 set of books. So it is 900 each.
Dr. Shelly and Dr. TPS, please be in the front. Now it's time to felicitate the whole school. Anubha ma'am. Okay. I'll be the last one. You would announce it. Yes, Delhi International School Edge. We are really grateful. And the beautiful decoration as the early childhood educator. I was so happy to see the corners, every nook and corner of the school. It was so nice, beautifully decorated. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I think was just forgotten. We all enjoyed.
I already gave my shot. It has sandalwood. Yes, Mysore sandalwood. I'll show you my makeup kits.
I'll be very keen to see that.
I know Bombay Taylor for last 30 years. I trim myself.
He's been like a custody around us. And the fragrance is amazing. Thank you.
So thank you, Anubha ma'am. It was really a very good arrangement and thanks to the team Delhi International School Edge, everyone worked so hard, starting from principal,
Anyway, the name is
teacher, all
the
the
edge, right?
Yes.
I feel it has been supportive enough.
Yes, they had.
After the workshop yesterday and today also they were here for 4 times. So thanks to my team.